Permutation and combination. Confusing? Have you ever thought why it is always a very confusing topic for almost all the students? Because your basics are not clear and you always have a doubt whether to apply permutation or combination. Even though you know all the formulas, but you will not be able to apply it if you do not understand the difference between the two. But you don't have to worry now because you are going to understand each and everything from the scratch. In this topic, we will be having 5 sessions. In session 1, you will get an overview of the topic, the difference between permutation and combination, and one very important rule of counting. Session 2 will be having important formulas and number-based question. In session 3, we will see how to arrange people as well as letters, that is anagrams. Session 4 will be having important questions from previous papers, and in session 5 you will be having an online test, and don't worry, the answers for wrong questions will be available right there. Permutation. The different arrangement of given number of things by taking some or all at a time. So basically permutations are just an arrangement of items in a list, and combination is a way of selecting items from a collection. So combination is nothing but a process of selection. Basically permutations are for list and combinations are for groups. With permutation, every little detail matter. In this example, A, B and C is different from A, C and B. And A, C and B is different from B, A and C. And B, A and C is different from B, C and A, and so on. And combination on the other hand are pretty easy going. So A, B and C are same as C, B and A, or B, C and A, and so on. So we have only one combination here, which is A, B and C. Whenever you get a question, the very first thing you have to do is you need to identify that whether it is permutation or combination. So let us understand the difference between permutation and combination. In permutation, order matters, whereas in combination, order does not matter. Let us understand the difference with the help of some examples. Now, consider one example of setting a password. If you are setting a password as 1234, then you cannot use 4321 or 3214 or 2134 or any other order, because all these numbers will be different from each other. So here order matters. So this is an example of permutation. Now let's compare this with example of combination. There is a fruit salad of apple, banana and grapes. Here we don't care what order the fruits are in. They could also be banana, apple, grapes, or grapes, banana, apple, and so on. Whatever the order is, the fruit salad will be same. Here order does not matter. So this is an example of combination. There is a very important rule known as rule of counting or product rule. The rule is, if we have m ways of doing one thing and n ways of doing another thing, then there are m into n ways to perform both the things together. Like if you have 2 ways of doing one thing and 3 ways of doing another thing, then we will be having 2 into 3 ways, that is 6 ways to do both the things together. You must have used it many times in real life. So let us understand this with some real life example. Look at this picture. How many circles do you see? I doubt you counted each circle. Instead of counting each circle, you would have noticed that there are 5 columns and 6 rows, and you must have multiplied both to get the answer. So the answer is 5 into 6, that is 30 circles. And this is nothing but the rule of counting. Now look at this example. Suppose you want to order a pizza. We have two options for base. Base 1 and base 2, that is B1 and B2. And we have three options for toppings, T1, T2 and T3. So we have two options for base and three options for toppings. Now let us see that in how many ways we can order this pizza. Topping 1 with base 1, topping 1 with base 2, topping 2 with base 1 and topping 2 with base 2, topping 3 with base 1 and topping 3 with base 2. So in total, how many different variety of pizzas we have? 6 varieties, isn't it? So according to rule of counting also, total options for pizzas will be m into n, that is 2 into 3, which is equal to 6 ways. So we can order this pizza in 6 different ways. Thank you for watching session 1. If you have any query, you can write back to me on mathskagurukul.vns@gmail.com.